Okay, this is going to be a short review type video of the ACOG TA31-F, which is a 4x32 Trijicon ACOG dual illuminated red fiber optic and tritium reticle with the chevron reticle, which is an upside down, well, I mean, it's kind of like an upside down V, I guess you'd call it. Calibrated for 223 Remington. This is on my SR15 Knights Armament. Anyway, I just got this optic. I had an EOTech 517 with a magnifier on it, and that was a cool optic, but it was a lot of weight. And while it was cool to be able to use the backup sights with the optic by flipping the by essentially just flipping the magnifier over to the side, there's no bullet drop compensation in the reticle, and there is, like I said, a little added weight to that. I wanted something that I could reach out a little bit further with. This provides, you know, like I said, 4x magnification. The bullet drop compensation on the reticle is totally awesome. Let me get to the other side of this thing, if the camera will show it at all. Not sure if you can make out much detail over here on that thing. Anyway, let me get a look through the optic here, if it'll show on the camera. Where's my lens here? Oh, here. Let's go this way. All right, let's try it like that. There we go. Not a lot of eye relief on this. Oops. Let's try and zoom in here. There we go. That reticle is totally awesome. Sorry for the mini blinds in the way, but I've got this set back a little way from my window. I don't want people looking in and thinking, you know, they're under attack by a sniper or something. By the way, the rifle's unloaded. I've got it mounted with a little chamber lock, with the chamber locked open, and on a little tripod mount, so I can hold it steady while I do this video. Actually worked out pretty good. Like I said, eye relief on this optic is kind of shitty. You kind of have to get it just right. You got to be right up on the thing, right about there. I'd say it's about 1.5 to 2 inches. So that's what it looks like through there. Obviously, through your eye, you can see the reticle better, but by zooming here, you can get a good look at that reticle. The tip, you're supposed to zero the tip of the reticle at 100 meters, and then your bottom of that chevron is 200. Then the top of the vertical line that's below that is 300. Then each of those stanchion lines, horizontal stanchion lines, corresponds to, as the number says, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. And the cool thing about the reticle is those lines, those horizontal lines, are useful as a ranging estimate too. Each one represents the width of 19 inches at that range. And 19 inches is apparently the average width of a human's shoulders or torso. So this is a combat optical sight. It's made for killing people, essentially, in battle. Made to get combat hits and be combat accurate. I zeroed it in at the range. We have steel plates on the hillside up above the range, 6 of them. There's one at 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, and 450 yards. Once I got this thing zeroed, I was able to just transition through those things, just one after the other. Hit, 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 hit. I mean, incredibly accurate and precise. A lot of thought went into that reticle design. Obviously, it's designed for a rifle of this type, you know, an AR-15, 16-inch barrel. I was shooting 55 grain 5.56 projectiles, you know, XM193 ammunition. I did shoot a little M855 ball too, at 62 grain green tips, and had the same results. I'm really thrilled with this optic. It was worth, it cost me about $1,000. I mean, they're not cheap, but it's worth every penny in my opinion. Interestingly enough, they still have the little Bible verse on there. At the very bottom, you can see John 8:12. Interesting thing about the Bible codes on the ACOG scopes, they all refer to light. Many times in the Bible talks about Jesus being the light of the world, or just references to light. And those codes on the ACOGs have to do with light. And so, I mean, I know a lot of people get upset about the Bible codes and all that crap, but it's it is what it is, right? All right, so that's a good look at the ACOG. Like I said, not an inexpensive optic, but well worth the money they charge. It's indestructible, virtually. I've seen pictures of ACOGs from combat, from the military, that were, basically bombed and survived and held their zero. So I have every bit of confidence that this thing is going to be a reliable optic for me.